What's up, Dreamer Tribe? What's up, world? I am Bianca, and welcome to another episode for Kemco and PQube Games Raging Loop. And as promised, this one is our walkthrough slash guide, and it is a spoiler-free walkthrough and guide to follow along with what was requested of us by Kemco and PQube Games, that we don't show anything beyond that point where we stopped in our Let's Play series. What this game is gonna encompass is collecting all of the keys as well as unlocking all of the endings, and I won't show any of the keys, what those keys are named. I'm not gonna show even the questions where we have to make that choice, where the branches lie. I'm not gonna show the names of the endings as well. Basically, this is as bare bones as possible, just so we could avoid any spoilers and respect the wishes of both publisher and developer of Raging Loop. Another thing that I want to say is that I'm not gonna go and tell you guys how to get to chapter 4, which is where this walkthrough is going to start, because again, we are just continuing on where we left off with our Let's Play series. So if you need a guide for that, for chapters, from the introduction up to the beginning of chapter 4, then just head on over to my Let's Play series for this game, which probably is showing somewhere around here, the link of it at least. So yeah, that's all I have to say for the disclaimer slash warning regarding this walkthrough. I hope that it proves to be useful for you guys who are playing the game and want to know which is the correct choice, what happens when you choose this or that, and how to get to the true end of this game. If you've got any questions, again, the comment section is the place to go, and I'll try to answer those questions to the best of my ability. Anyway, let's head right to it and start our spoiler-free bare bones walkthrough slash guide for Raging Loop. Alright, so we're gonna begin our walkthrough slash guide in the Fort Loop right after we obtain key 16 and ending number 2. We head on over to chapter 4 and to the choice on what to do in regards with the accommodations. Once prompted with a choice, choose the second option to progress the game. Following that, on chapter 6, when asked what to do, pick the first option for key 17 and bad ending number 20, and pick the second one for key 18 and bad ending 21. Still in the Fort Loop, in chapter 6, when asked to raise your hand, choose the first option for bad ending 23 and the second option to progress the story. And when asked to make a choice between Takumi and Hashimoto, pick Hashimoto for bad ending 24 and Takumi to progress. Still in chapter 6, when made to choose a person a second time, choose the first option for bad ending 25 and the second to progress. The third time around, when asked to choose between 3 people, choose any of the 3 choices. It doesn't really matter because the game will still, follow a certain direction and still go along with whatever the plot requires. Still in Fort Loop chapter 6, choose to ask what to do to continue. Choose the first option to progress. Choose to persist to get bad ending 26. And to finish off the Fort Loop, follow Mako outside and choose the only available option. This will bring you to the end of the Fort Loop and gain yourself a warning, as well as key 20 and ending number 3. The fifth loop is actually a short one and it's filled with a lot of dialogue, so with key 20 in hand, loop back to chapter 2 and the unlocked option for the first question in that chapter, which is the 4th choice. By the end of this loop, you will get key number 3 and bad ending number 3. Now on to the 6th loop. Now that you have keys 3 and 20, jump to chapter 4. Question all set. At the first choice, pick the newly unlocked first option. Then jump to chapter 4. When at the basement, select the 5th answer to progress. All the other answers will simply cause you to die and loop back to the beginning of the 6th loop with no bad ending screens nor keys unlocked. So basically just choose the 5th option to save time. Reach the end of the very very, very long cutscene to obtain Key 8 and bad ending number 11. We're now at the 7th loop with Key 8. Head on over to Chapter 5, question how to pass time, and select the open choice with Key 20. This will grant you Key 9 and bad ending number 12. Now with Key 9 on hand, we are at the 8th loop. Select Chapter 6, question, select trap, and select the now available second choice. This will give you Key 19 as well as bad ending number 22. The 9th loop with keys 3, 18, 19, and 20, head to Chapter 2, question hide in the outhouse, and select the second option that has been unlocked. At the end of this loop, you will get Key 1 and bad ending number 1. And now we have come to the 10th loop with keys 1, 3, 8, 9, and 19 obtained. It's time to head back to the final choice in Chapter 6 where a newly unlocked answer could be found. Watch the events that followed and just sit back and relax because congratulations, you have beaten the game and unlocked the true ending of Raging Loop, as well as a bunch of other features including Revelation Mode, extras, and the album in the main screen or in the title screen. Now, just because you have finished the game doesn't mean it's actually, finished. There are certain things that you still can do that have been unlocked because you have gotten to the end of the game, and that, as I've said, is the Revelation Mode. Now, in Revelation Mode, you can go back to the beginning of the game and play through the entire thing while also being privy to seeing certain scenes, like a lot of scenes where you can see what the other characters are doing, or what a particular character is thinking at that particular scene where you're talking to them. You can also get to understand a lot more about the game and about the characters in the game, their motivations and what have you. Because if you're just gonna play the game up to this point in just the main story, if you're not gonna bother with Revelations Mode, then you will find yourself sort of having this incomplete version of the game, because at the end of the game, without spoiling anything, there are a lot of things that are left, or questions left unanswered, and some things aren't explained as properly unless you go back and play through the entire thing in Revelation Mode. Now, another thing that they've unlocked is the extras. Now, in the extras, one would think that this is just, the cutscenes, the pictures, and the music of the game, but in actuality, the extras contain short stories featuring a select group of characters. There are, if I remember correctly, 4 stories that you can read, and 4 interactive stories that you can read through and get a bigger picture of what is happening in the game, much more so than just relying on the main game and the Revelation Mode of the game. Now, in the album section, you can rewatch the endings as well as see the various CGs that could be found in the game. So there's that, and basically that's all you need to do in order to get to the end, get the true ending of the game, and collect all the keys, obtain all of the endings, as well as get the full experience of this fantastic visual novel game from Kemco and PQube Games. Now, that's the end. That's basically the end of the video. So I hope it is useful to you guys. I hope that I have helped you in some way with this video, because again, I could only show so much and I don't want to get in trouble with Kemco and PQube Games. So this is really all I can do at this point. And again, if you have any questions, the comment section, just post it there and I'll try to answer it to the best of my abilities. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Bye-bye now. What's up, Dreamer Tribe? What's up, world? I am Bianca, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content of this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to let me know. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to be a part of the Dreamer Tribe, just hit on that subscribe button. We also have tons of different content here on my channel, so be sure to check those out. Until the next video, dream on, fly on.